episode is brought to you by Mum's Connection Club at Underdog Crew Studios, chatting out life's problems with coffee, cake and community.
Action! Hi, welcome to Beyond the Breakdown podcast. We are here today with none other than Baby David, aka Digger Dave, aka my son David Morgan.
Hello, random man I've never met.
Hello, pleased to meet you. We've been trying to get you to come in here now for weeks, yeah? You're quite a busy man. David, as well as being a chip off the old block, is actually a world-ranking under-23 strongman. Somewhere between, I always get it wrong, but he's in the top 10 in the world under-23s. How did that happen?
Lots of food, lots of bananas, lots of sleep, good DNA, and just want to, really.
And a little bird told me you came to my event your first time and made a bit of a splash. What happened there?
Somehow got 11 million views on TikTok. I went to the Arnold Classic. I was a little tiny, like this, maybe 90 kilos. We went, and there's a silverback stand where you can win a free shirt. I thought, oh, I'd like a free shirt. That'd be nice. I signed up to it. I can't even deadlift 180 kilos, 90 kilos in hand. And they said to me, what's your goal? My goal is just pick it up. It's the challenge is hold these two like steel beams for as long as you can. I hold it as long as I can. I get, I think, 1 minute and 2 seconds, and that wins me a shirt. And I post it on TikTok, and it got 11 million views. Most people just said, that's not a farmer's walk. You're not walking with it. But still, rage bait is the way to get views on TikTok. And that's exactly what I did. 11 million views, now 100k followers. Make a little bit of money from it. 2024 was fucking crazy. Made loads, but right now, it's a little bit of pennies on the side.
So how do you make money? Because obviously there's so many aspiring TikTokers out there. And my point is, everyone sees that and they think, oh, that's well easy, yeah, but they don't see that. So what you've done is, because of your work rate and your dedication, yeah, it's led to this and it's led to that. People just, and some people obviously gaming and streaming, they'll hit it straight away. So
I wouldn't say that. I was trying to be a gamer streamer for years, for decades, since I was like 3. No, that's a lie. Since I was like 10, trying to do gaming YouTube. That's all.
More than that, he used to do like the Pain Men stuff, the ridiculous
like
things,
TGF, bro.
Yeah, loads of stuff, and it you know. So, but really, I think when you really decided that you wanted to be a strongman, you know, and I think it's that thing again. So if I was to try and tell youth today that I always say everything's possible within realism is empowerment, just how much dedication and time has it taken you to kind of get where you are so far?
I wouldn't say anything about where I am now because it's not that good. Like, in the grand scheme of things, as a strongman, a professional, for a junior, if I don't want to go paying 200 quid to do a competition, note that down, UKNS, that's too fucking expensive. But if I entered that competition, I would be 4th or 5th in the UK for my natural status and age. That's okay. That's not that good. It's bollocks. It doesn't really matter that much. It only matters, you know, once you're putting food on the table because of it. What was the question?
So this is like me. It goes off on one. No, I think it's kind of like the how much dedication you see. You're so humble about it, but the fact is you're world ranked. You've got the ambition to be Britain's strongest natural man by the time you're 25. Hopefully,
my goal is to hit a 300 kilo deadlift, which I'm beyond that now, and 140 kilo log press, and then turn to get steroids, which is highly taboo, but it's a part of the game. The game is a game and it's part of it. And my goal ultimately is to be at England's strongest man, Giants Live level by the time I'm 25 in a couple of years, and that I need to be doing 160 kilo log press, 400 kilo deadlift. That's not me, by the way, that's the door. But what you said before, I think it's good to talk about the what it takes to do the strongman and to be a streamer. There are and to make money from social media, 2 ways of doing it. Affiliate marketing, which is kind of cheap and easy. You don't need loads of followers for. So you kind of just be like, oh, this coffee cup's so good, it's only £4. Buy it right now, and then you get 10%. That's what I chose to do. Now, if you're really good with people, social media, the camera, you grow a following by posting every single day. Stuff like this, stuff like, here's how I train to do strongman, You build followers over time, you get sponsorship. There's a guy really good at doing that called Joe Lifts. He's only got like 1,000 followers, but he's sponsored by Silverback. He's making good money. He's making good fucking money doing this.
But see, you've just this week you've got a new sponsor, right?
That's true.
Yeah, so big up to Meatline Limited. Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Meatline Butchers. You're now your latest sponsor. Just how much fucking meat do you eat?
It's unfathomable. Honestly, if I'm getting discounted meat, I'm going to get up to like 140 kilos. I'm barely fitting in this chair as it is, so this chair's going down. Meat I eat a week. I eat at least 500 grams of beef a day, at least a couple hundred grams of chicken, a litre of milk a day, and at least 6 eggs. It's so much food. It's ridiculous. When I started Strongman 4 years ago, I was 70 kilos. You know how little that is? I'm almost double that now. Pure lean mass as well, by the way.
Yeah.
No.
So I think, like I say, the dedication, the amount they eat, you know, the fact that it's like Olympians, you don't really get much money. There's no real grants for this at this level.
Not much
so
money at all.
Just that latest sponsor. So big up to the guys at Meatline. Obviously,
Thanks
you've got
so
your
much.
affiliations with My Protein
Getting free
and
stuff
others.
from TikTok as well is good.
You know, and
Helps so much.
how much time have we got left on the clock, guys?
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
That's plenty.
So, what do you do on a day where you literally can't be arsed?
That's pretty much every day, to be honest. Every single day, especially being super fat. Like, you're so lethargic all the time, but like it's worth it for the log press goals. Most of the time, you feel like you can't be bothered to do it, and it's like a mental disease, mental deficiency. I can't help but go do it. That's all I want to do. It's all I care about, and I'm pretty backed into a corner. If I don't do good at strongman and make money from that, I'm gonna be passing out sausage rolls at Greg's forever.
Or sweeping our floors while I'm desperately trying to teach you how to cook.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think sometimes though that kind of single-minded vision. I mean, that's the kind of base level. But you are compelled to do it.
Yeah, massively.
So that's your compulsion. So now whether that's an irrational thing, you are as dedicated. People say the best footballers in the world, they're the most boring people in the world because all they do is train.
You live in a
sleep.
box.
You know, Tom Stoltman sent you a message the other week, didn't he? What was that?
Dad paid for a cameo. He was basically saying, if you're locked in, you can be England's strongest man, whatever. That's good.
But what advice? What was the best advice he gave you about? It's not.
I want to talk to you about someone called Ben Glasscock, right? This guy, when he started out, he is proof that anybody can do it if they want to, and so am I. I'm working my way up, but he's there. He just got invited to Worlds, right? When he started out, he was like, he could barely do a 70 kilo log. He could barely deadlift like 150 kilos. He was shit. His genetics were, he would say his genetics are poor, right? Fully devoted for 6 or 7 years, and now he's at World's Strongest Man.
Okay. So what's your view of him? Is he someone you look up to, or someone you just want to demolish?
It's nice to see people that aren't just pure genetic freaks, because it puts you off. If you look at Hafthor Bjornsson, Brian Shaw, Tom Stoltman, and you're an average sized person like me, I'm 5'11", and without training and barely doing anything, I'm like 110 kilos, you know, decently big built. If you're looking at them, you're just like, I can never do that. It's better to have some relatability in the sport. So that's why I like seeing the underdogs more. The guys that aren't God's gift. It makes me sick. You know, like, I've got friends that are absolutely massive. I'm closing in on beating them now just because my brain is there more than theirs. And I say to them all the time, if I put my brain in your body, I'll be Giants Live. You know who I'm talking about. We won't drop names, but
Yeah.
it bugs the life out of me seeing people that are so genetically gifted doing nothing and just not. Like, the amount of money I put into this, I barely earn 200 quid a week. I spend all of it on food, sauna, cold tub, and I'm getting better fast. I'm getting better really fast.
But that's that thing about what's up here. I always pull really lame quotes out of the Rocky movies and
I've
stuff.
got one for you as well.
Go on in.
The most important genetic is your brain. Without a voice crack, I'm 23.
Mine is no be there.
Yeah, exactly. You want to be a ninja, Miyagi.
Yeah, but I think it's that thing again about rewiring your brain to what you can do and the limits of what's capable with dedication, perseverance, positivity, energy and focus. That is it. I reckon we're pretty much out of time, aren't we, guys?
Is this about empowering children?
Are we still running?
You've got 3 minutes.
Right, okay. Right, questions, please. Got 3 of you young lads here with the world at your feet. Any questions for baby David? Sorry, I got you there.
How much does this lifestyle cost?
More money than we got. Tons, ridiculous amounts. But yeah, absolutely loads.
Ben.
How
You put your hand up. Sorry.
Like, it was cool.
Sorry.
How often do you exercise and like go to the gym and stuff like that?
4 times a week.
4 times a week.
And then when you're so fat and lazy, like even going for a walk's considered exercise, so every day. But yeah, like actually training only 4 times a week. It's not that difficult. You can do 4 times a week for an hour, and you'll blow up if you get stronger.
Or even like doing stuff at home as well.
Yeah, like for you, if you wanted to, if you banged out push-ups 3 times a week, did a couple squats, did a couple pull-ups, your physique would go crazy. How old are you?
I'm 19.
Yeah, exactly. Peak of testosterone. You grow like a weed.
Yeah.
Like it's unbelievable.
Harrison, you work out a bit, don't you? You go to the gym. Yeah. Have you got any advice you want to ask David about what your goals are?
Don't get too fat.
Yeah.
Not my plan, but I don't know.
Cool. So, last question for me. Who are your heroes?
Brian Shaw has to be one. I know he's a freak, but he's also the most professional, most devoted strongman there is. Ben Glasscock, he is absolutely one of my heroes because he started from there, not good at all. Paddy Haynes is sick.
There you go.
Right, bring it in, boy. All of them. Every single one of them.
Love you, son. There you go. David Morgan, David, check him out on TikTok.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Competing at Giants Live, professional strongman in a couple of years.
Peace out, guys. See you next time.